gentlemen, I am back with another episode, Madden 21, my franchise. As always, I'm your host, Mr. G, and I'm live from the crib to give y'all guys a quick update on my franchise. My original team is the New York Giants. I decided to relocate and bring them to Brooklyn. We are now Brooklyn Beach. Let me show y'all guys before I get started the NFC standings. In the East, it follows Brooklyn Beach 73, Washington Football Team 5-5, Cowboys 4-6, and Philly 3-7. So now we heading into the 12th week of the NFL season. So as you guys see, we currently in first. We have a game coming up against Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So we're going to jump right into this. As always, I hope you guys enjoy your day today. I appreciate all the love and support. Here we go. We're going to skip training. Those that have been following my channel know how I give it up. I play 16 minutes experience, 8 minutes a quarter, or Madden. Let's get it. We're going to let this thing load up. We're going to check these starting lineups. And we're going to head out to the battlefield. I signed a couple of free agents. I signed a couple of rookies. Got Kareem Hunt, Antonio Brown, Malcolm Butler, Darcel Marcus, and also Dante Pettis. Dante Pettis came over from the San Francisco 49ers and Golden Tate III. Got let go. Saquon Barkley also got signed to a 5-year contract.
Today,
let's get it, guys.
From Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida, it's Week 12 of the NFL on EA Sports.
And now we have Tom Brady. And guys know Tom Brady does not run the ball, so we're not really worried about that too much. But our secondary has been getting picked up all season.
Versus Daniel Jones.
So our main thing is to stop Tom Brady from running the ball.
On the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James
also
Stadium,
on the road,
just north of downtown Tampa. The scene
a
few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Brooklyn Beats and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
But right now, we lead our division.
Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gordon alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Buccaneer ball club. They've been in a great groove. Winners of 7 of their last 10 on the year.
And if you look back to last week, it was all about their defense. Anytime you hold an NFL team to single digits, that's saying something.
Meanwhile, for Brooklyn, our visitors, they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time.
27 touchdowns, 12 interceptions, and over 2,000 yards passing.
He threw for nearly 350 yards. His team won. And one word just kept coming to mind as I watched him during the game. Surgical. Absolutely surgical. That's why he won NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Yeah, very precise. The throws maybe as accurate as he's been in some time.
Play.
Yeah, I think he feels pretty locked in here. And I think he feels like he can get it done again in this one, too.
First carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Last week, 13 rushes, 6 yards,
and 1 touchdown. From a week ago, 13 carries, 66 yards, and a touchdown.
1 yard,
he could very well be on his way to a rushing title, but guess what? His offensive line, they're meeting separately because they want that rushing title as much as he does. They want to make sure they get him there.
Looking for Shepard deep. And this
flag.
is going to be caught, but
That is
they'll
pass
say out of
interference
bounds.
on
So
the
it's
defense.
incomplete.
We can't have that.
So now we're going to accept that penalty. But of course,
so flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
we have another flag on the play.
Okay,
and I might be holding.
On this one. This is the correct call.
The play's coming back, holding on the offense.
That's on the guard, Kevin Zeitler, first-round pick back in 2012. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And that'll be incomplete.
We have another pass interference.
We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Why'd they call that on?
So our first 3 possessions, all results are flags.
A little
2
too
on
aggressive
Tampa Bay,
defensively, and the flag comes
1 on
out.
Brooklyn.
No one trying to cover
Automatic.
you like a call
First
going
down.
against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. It was
Barkley
Jason
took
Pierre-Paul
1 yard
who was
on
able
the
to get
play,
him down.
2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. Oh,
Bad
ball
play.
batted in the air, and now it's intercepted.
Bad
Picked
play.
up by Jordan Whitehead. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Tampa Bay coming out along with a man who
Tom
needs
Brady,
no
21
introduction, the great
touchdowns,
Tom
5
Brady.
receptions.
And it felt like in watching the
2,000
game
yards
tape, he got
passing.
everyone involved last
So
week.
you
He was a
already know he
manager.
does
He
not
really
throw
was.
a lot
That's
of
a great way to
interceptions.
put it, because they ran the ball some, they threw it
first play, we're
accurately.
gonna open this
One
up with a
touchdown
blitz.
pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
So after the INT, it's Brady. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
And inches at the 41-yard line.
Well, the Jets sweep. This is Godwin.
Oh, good move.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 16 yards, a first down.
Tampa Bay,
I think the
first
reason
down.
this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still,
wide
to this
open.
day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people
Second
across
and
the line of
5.
scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Tampa Bay
5
picks up
yards on
5
the
yards.
catch there, brings up second down.
First down. Now it's second
Really
and
been an
10.
ideal start for them. They
Barton,
get the turnover
second and
on the
5.
opening possession. Now here
Brady
they are
is
moving
in
the
his
ball
zone.
straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a
Mike
touchdown
Evans
out.
last week, 5
Look
receptions,
out. You've
66
won
yards,
the
no
mental
touchdown.
battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Now we got to play
The
man-to-man.
numbers for Evans a week ago. 5 catches, 66
We have to
yards.
And
get
he
to
was able to
Brady.
get open there, but that's not always easy against this bunch defensively. We are deep enough into the season where numbers count. This is #1 rated defense in the NFL. He'll have a tough time.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
It's a big down.
Watching
30
that play
seconds.
unfold and watching him complete it, Brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there.
They didn't get the first down. The defense came out after the interception.
Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1.
They did their job.
Let's see what they
Let's
decide
see
to do.
if they go for the first down.
And no move to get
When
the
they're going,
offense off the field. They'll stay put.
try to get this first. 4th and 1. Let's see if we can stop it.
Jones.
And we got
Not
it.
only did he not get in the end zone, he didn't get the first down either.
So,
they'll get neither the touchdown
first possession
or the first down.
for the Brooklyn Beats.
That will force a
James Jones
turnover
to
on
interception.
downs. And
But our defense
defensively,
came
they were
out.
ready for that. A full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop him
And they did
short
their
of the
job.
marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel
We have
awesome.
an injury on the field. Tampa Bay.
Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. While the training
Saquon
staff takes a
picks up 3
peek,
yards.
we'll take a break. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's
Second and
7. Off the play fake. Jones. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And Ingram hauls it in.
Big play.
And he's able to
Big
get
down.
this one all the way past the 30. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
That was a much needed
protection there. No, that
first
was
down.
great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice game.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
On 1st down, Jones. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
2nd and 10.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
37.
Get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Saquon picks up
a box with an extra
2 yards.
defender in the secondary now on 3rd down.
We got Brown, Ingram, Pettit, and Shepard on the outside.
Now Jones.
The blitz is coming.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Jones pass intended for
So the Giants go 4 and out.
Drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense an unexpected 4th down here.
Bad kick.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this one will be touchdown right at the 30-yard line.
30-yard line.
Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
Too much time in the
I don't
pocket.
think it changes much for the head coach because
You cannot leave Brady open like that.
Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
We'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play
Start of the second quarter.
first quarter.
Score Tampa Bay 0, Brooklyn 0.
So on the other
Zone
side of the
cover
field
9.
now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. On the counter. Here's Jones. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv.
Brady is 6 for 6.
Into a tough crowd.
58 yards.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so
32.
they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone,
that's what we needed. Defense once again. Let's come out and did their job. We have the #1 defense.
This defense is really fooling around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And they won't try and
they faked it. Wow. But he dropped it. That was crazy.
Gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt.
We caught a break there. Saquon, 166 yards, 930 yards, 7 touchdowns.
4th and short, and this
Pardon me, 166 rushing. 65 yards.
Don't they usually say that on every punting situation?
Oh, yeah, they can be up 40 in the 4th quarter. That's their job. They scream that every time.
And this time, that it truly was a situation that they could fake it, and they were ready for it and stopped it. And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
I'm going to go to shotgun pass.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go
a little step back in the pocket.
Throwing again. Jones. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Vita Vea. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction.
19. Brown, Pettis, Ingram, Shepard, on the outside.
You really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, Carlton Davis picks it. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down.
That is Daniel Jones' second interception.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
So far, Brady is
15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
He has been perfect putting the ball in the air.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Marcel
Not
Darius.
much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
He also
give him a couple
will be re-signed next year.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense, rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find
Good tackle. But they definitely out of touchdown. And now it's 1st and goal on the 1-yard line.
3 yards, the final tally.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense. Countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft. And able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And this time is
6 points on the board.
Ronald Jones, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. that sideline, they're saying that was more like it. The first down run went backwards, that time into the end zone.
And I like their little bit of courage in play calling, too, because after an unsuccessful
3
run,
minutes and 40
especially
seconds
when you
left.
lose yardage, you
Quarter
always have
half.
the right to throw in the football. They came right back with a running play, and it paid off handsomely.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
First down and 10. At their own 20.
The focus shifts back to Daniel Jones and company. Bottom line, he's got to figure things out. He's completed 3 passes, but 2 of them have been to the wrong team so far.
And when we talk about the best quarterbacks, we're usually talking about touchdown to interception ratio, aren't we? And 2 to 1 is acceptable, but the top line guys, 3 to 1 or better is what they're looking for.
Got him.
Now we're talking about interceptions versus completions. That's not a ratio should ever be in any discussion.
And that
good defense.
Falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
And now we second and long.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there.
Third and 10. Saquon picks up.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
He's going deep for Brown. And this will
Brown
be
with the
caught at
catch.
the 30.
That's what we needed.
It's a
Big down.
play there on third down. 48 yards.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for first and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. And he's going to get
a flag on the play.
5, but that may be coming back.
That is coming
what
back.
Say you, Mr. Referee?
That's his second.
That time the right
Holding
guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though,
Let's see if we can shepherd the ball in the corner.
Now Jones
Big time.
operating from the gun. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Second and 20.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Let's go. Quick pass. I'm going to switch it over.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing on second and long. Jones. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught.
Okay.
And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 13-yard line.
First down.
A really good pickup of 28 yards.
That's the last play before the 2-minute warning.
Took nearly the entire first half, but a first red zone opportunity for him here. They have a first and 10 at the 13-yard line. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a
Gotta
one-time
hold on to the
collision to
football.
jar that one free.
So now
Second
second
and
and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again, Jones.
We got him. Touchdown.
That's caught. Touchdown.
That's what we needed.
Dante Pettis, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up
Now
and
we
make
have
a
a
play,
booth
even when contested.
review.
Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
Yeah, that's a touchdown. I definitely have possession. Let's see what they're talking about. And the play stands. It is a touchdown.
Graham Gano on.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
79
so
yards.
Up a 7-play drive all told.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchdown.
52 seconds left in the second quarter.
Tampa
Bay had more than enough time
it's certainly
to
a
score.
lot of football left
Now
to
we
play.
got
We're
to
not
open
into
up this
December
field.
yet, but right now
Stop
where we
Brady
stand, they're in first
and
place
passing
in
the
their
ball.
division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number
Too long
one
in the
goal?
pocket.
Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3,
We have another injury on the timeout.
Try to get the number 1 seed.
Lawrence
so
II is hurt once again. He has been hurt
you don't
all
have to go
season long.
anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Comes back out the game. So now it's 2nd and 1.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Shotgun now for Brady. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40th.
Brady is 10 for 10. He's been perfect so far. Pass has not been dropped.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield. But as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up the first down.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up
Okay.
Looking downfield for Godwin.
That's what we needed. That's what we needed. Let's go.
Isaac Yiadom in there to pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
That's what we needed.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback
Brady
back there. He should know better than
thrown
to make a
his
throw
first
like this.
interception
This is
of the
definitely
game.
not his best ball. And
And
I
that
think he
was
knew
big.
this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Lawrence II will not return to the game. So now let's see what we can put together. We have 1 minute and 5 seconds left.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones looking for Shepard
Had to throw it.
deep. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there
Need
on
time
first down, but he
to get
couldn't
my
bring
guys
it in.
down the
There is
field.
something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect
Now I'm
downfield.
gonna flip it.
On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Shotgun formation.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Jones.
I need time.
Oh,
See what I'm talking about.
Has just thrown his
Took
third
a hit.
interception. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead.
We get the ball
He will have a first
right
down
back.
as they get into field goal
That is
range, down just shy of the 20.
Jones'
You
third
can easily see the logic. It's a
interception.
tie game. They just
of
wanted
the
to
game.
press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Now, easy to second
Under
guess the
pressure.
result, but now you have to think after
We
that
threw it up,
interception,
and they
just
got
a field
picked.
goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I
That
believe
one's
in
on
you
me.
guys.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll
Look at
look
this
to
shit.
throw.
Wide open.
His throw caught at about the 5. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
Watch the run.
From the gun, it's Brady. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer
Tampa Bay,
touchdown.
6 points.
Chris Godwin, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead.
Lining up for the extra point.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
So we got 39 seconds left. Get down the field. We still have all our timeout. So this is where we gotta play smart. Daniel Jones has to get pressure.
What do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to
completely drop that pass.
Goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot
and he
where
had
you
it,
may not be
but
able
he
to
dropped
come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Here's Jones, throwing again, looking for Shepard deep, and he knocks the ball away.
Did not catch.
Incomplete.
And now it's 3rd and 10. All right.
Here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping
Got
for
it.
a catch, maybe
get the
a
clock moving.
But they figure they can at
try to
least
get this first down with 3rd and 10.
Completion.
With a running play.
This time they stay on the ground. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Here's Riley Dixon now as he'll kick it away for the second time. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Tom Brady leads the offense out for their next possession. He's got the lead here in the second quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, does that interception, even though you're playing while your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So
all right, guys, so now we're heading into halftime. Tampa Bay 14, Brooklyn 7. Daniel Jones has come out.
He's looked pretty good to this point.
Okay, Brandon, bye weeks, they're over. We've once again got a full slate of games to get to as we take you around
Brooklyn
the NFL here in Week 12.
23 rushing yards. Tampa Bay has 137 passing yards.
We'll get started up at FedEx Field in our nation's capital.
The Rams,
and it's the Rams who are out in front as those teams approach halftime. The Rams trying to gut this one out as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it.
Washington to lose.
From there, we'll head down to Charlotte to check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And they trail that one over the visiting Green Bay Packers. Devontae Adams, a touchdown reception. Finally, we'll save the biggest for last. We head to AT&T Stadium to see what's happening with the Cowboys at home in Arlington. And they were winners as they defeat the visiting Philadelphia Eagles. Dak Prescott sharp in the victory as his guys get back within a game of 500.
Prescott, 20 for 28.
Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Bucs to take over on offense. They've got the lead right now in this ball game, and they got the victory last week against the Rams, so some good momentum as they come up 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Brady. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And they work this
giving him too much time in the pocket.
Across the 45. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. Certainly worth noting he's now one catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career.
Too much time in the pocket.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Brady gives this one off to Jones. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Brady's throw there complete.
That ball should have been picked off.
Right on the 50, a gain of 3.
37.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
From midfield, here's Brady. And that will be incomplete.
Intended for Mike Evans.
That pass. Incomplete. That was a glitch, guys. I don't know if you caught it, but I caught it. 4th and 7. You take that glitch all day long.
Here's Bradley Pena now. On, we think, to punt, though he's faked it earlier, but he was unsuccessful. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 29-yard line.
Now we got the 29-yard line.
They work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. Their defense just came up with a stop right out of the locker room, and now can the offense take advantage?
Yeah, we don't want to turn this into something that it's not. It's only a one-score game, so it's not exactly a crucial possession, but at the same time, they'd like to get things started and at least come away with 3 points.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, Jones finds his tight end Ingram. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 15 more there, and they're on the roll. It's another 1st down.
15-yard game.
It's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right.
Go back to the same side.
That 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Let's see if we can go to the other side.
Is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't
like that stutter step.
And they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
That's the animation that DK definitely
only getting 1 there on 2nd
has
down.
to fix.
Absolutely love the effort.
Okay,
there.
so now it's 3rd and 4.
From his inside spot
all we need is the 1st down.
Line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Jones now from the gun on 3rd down. That is passes.
Keep taking a hit. Ain't nothing I can do.
Today. It's Devin White, the linebacker. Past the 20. And it's a pick 6.
And we had Ingram was wide open. That's Daniel Jones' 4th interception.
So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone.
And now it's 21-7.
Gotten to their
Tampa
spot,
Bay.
gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
Here's Dante Pettis on the return. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Look like we hurt.
And we've got a man down. A man down here following the kickoff.
Dante Pettis took a shot.
Gets attended to. We'll step aside.
He's a big wide receiver. Hopefully, we'll be back for the game.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early
not be back
to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it.
Get it.
Fighting to stay upright inside the 10. And he's finally out of bounds, but he's taken it all the way down to the 8. And a huge play that time.
Ingram has been performing all season long. Unfortunately, we made him an offer because he's a free agent for next year. And he said he's taking his sights elsewhere. So he will not be back next year.
When it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard
Second and goal.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon. Now Jones,
damn, look at the blitz.
The football.
I got no time in the pocket.
Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
All right, so now it's a big down, 3rd and goal.
Been lost there, their chance to score points, but the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Back of the end zone, can he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
All right, let's take the field goal.
Passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you.
We take the field goal.
Offensively. Makes the score Buccaneers 21.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good
Should have been 6 points.
To hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. And here we go again with Tom Brady in Tampa's offense.
Tom Brady has been killing us.
Hasn't he? He played well in the first quarter. Good second quarter, and now continuing that here in the third.
Haven't got a sack on him yet.
Always seeking from the guy taking the snaps is consistency. Taking care of the ball, making sure it gets to the right people. No errors, right? Not turning it over, and just doing all the right things. That's leadership, and it inspires confidence in a team.
Yeah, been a good leadership and a
I'm
good
going to stay with the man coverage.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. They've kept him in check until
Picked
that
up
run.
20
That's
yards.
the first time he's really gotten loose in this game.
And they have to keep that in mind. Don't dwell on the fact that he finally had a big run. You kind of are counting on that as the game went on. Get back to what you were doing before. Start limiting him again.
Caught on the right side by Jones. That catch good for only a couple.
He only picked up 2 yards. Tom Brady is 16 for 18.
It could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Jones. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. And that's going to be
incomplete.
The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line.
Ain't cheesy as hell. That's a cheesy ass kick. 21-10, we heading into the 4th quarter. All right, here we go. Last quarter.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
What's the pump fake for?
Go down. Back at his own 5-yard line.
Killing
it's a sack. He's killing me. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
21, Brady. Partner, Daniel Jones.
Any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Another try after the first down sack. Jones. Oh, this is taken in.
It's
complete. That goes for a gain of 31.
You got no time to waste.
At the point in the game right now where you got to start taking some chances, and that chance paid off.
And it's a good idea to be that aggressive because, truthfully, the defensive guys, they're just playing not to make a mistake. That often means you can make a big play against them.
He's going deep for Brown. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Sean Murphy Bunting. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge. Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
Over the middle to Evans. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7.
Okay, guys, see?
3rd and 3.
We are ranked 5th on team sacks, but we have none today. We cannot get to Brady.
The Bucks on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, Brady. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving.
And that pickup of a first down,
that's
going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
This was big.
Picked up
this
by
was
James
big.
Bradbury.
Let's get it.
Will take this
Let's
one
get
home.
it.
It's a touchdown.
That's what we needed.
Well, don't change that channel just yet.
This
one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Into this
put
game.
down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit,
now we have to go for 2 right here.
We could have a great finish.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
We got Saquon Barkley in the corner.
Jones from the gun, he'll throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return
Saquon was wide open.
I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
have no time.
Everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
We have more than enough time.
Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive.
Actually,
and from the 25,
lost
they
yard.
worked this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man.
That's
because
we
you're
need
running
right
away
there.
from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone. Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down.
You got to take a timeout. Take a timeout.
Now, defensively here, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
That was a down that we needed.
Operating from the gun, Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
They'll try to run some clock now with Jones. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. And he's
damn it, we got the first.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Scotty Miller, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
So we got 3 minutes and 18 seconds left in the fourth.
Once again, go on offense, and you
got to get the ball
that last
down the field.
They trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
Brown, Ingram, Shepard on the outside.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Now Jones to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
Let's take a timeout.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off play action. Jones.
Shit, no time in the pocket, man.
He was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Tampa Bay takeaways. Season rank 25. 28, pardon me.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
To throw again. Jones.
Get out of bounds. Get out of bounds. Oh, keep going. Let's go. Let's go.
And all the way in for the touchdown.
Okay.
A big play there.
That's what we needed.
His first career NFL touchdown. And his guys have made this a
That is his first career touchdown.
Now.
He came in.
So that's a really big play here in the fourth quarter.
Dante Pettis got hurt.
They're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me,
Now
that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense?
That's my baby,
almost like they were
Mrs.
protecting
Gomez.
the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that
on
lead,
time.
it's down to just 1
go.
score.
Now, I don't know if we should try the onside kick.
Just a 4-play drive that time.
28 beats 23.
I mean, I think we still got time left. We got 1 timeout. Let's
Graham Gano
let's try to get him out. 4 and out.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
So let's see.
Back now comes Tampa Bay. Their lead back down to one score.
Watch the run.
Touchdown a moment ago. First downs a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Jones with a nice gain there on first down as he takes his forward and call it a pickup of 6.
He's brought down at the 31. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4. Clock still running.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably
got
wind
the 2
this
minute
all
warning
the way
coming up.
Snapping it on 2nd down. From the gun, Brady.
Too much time. That's what we needed. That's what we needed. That was big.
B.J. Hill able to record his 5th sack of the season.
3rd down.
That's what we needed. Now, it's 3rd and 15. So if we can stop him here and get this ball back,
this is a big 3rd down.
Be all right.
To think we'd see
so we got the 2 minute warning, and we also have 1 timeout left.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And not much room there, so he'll get it up only to about the 21.
Now it's the 4th, so we got to take a timeout.
Pick up there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense.
That was our last timeout.
3 left. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. Returning is Peppers.
Damn, I took a shot.
44-yard punt, 6 on the return.
We need.
And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to
Saquon Barkley has been shut down.
The running game, as we see the numbers, it just wasn't on point. Well, now it's gotten more true to form.
And sometimes it takes a little while for an offensive line
to
get
try to play
because early in the game, defenses throw different patterns at you, different formations, different sets.
He's holding him,
right?
You
might not block them quite the way you want to.
Okay.
But as you start to get into a groove and you figure out what they're doing, now it all comes together, and that's what we're seeing right now.
This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
We need it to stop the clock.
Receiver. And
2nd and 10.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Got him. That's the catch.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 26 and a first down.
In a 2-minute drill, we often talk about taking care of the football, but sometimes it's just a matter of who wants it more. How about him going up top on a 50-50 ball and taking it away for a big play?
And that is caught. What a catch inside the 5. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what...
I threw it away. Son of a bitch.
Intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr.
He was going down the field.
Jones, just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
That was a pass that I tried to throw in there, but that guy's seeing what happened.
By what he's seeing on defense, as the scouting report changed, they're showing him things different than what he expected.
The quarterback nil.
For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the row.
Game is over.
Yeah, he better figure whatever the reason is. He
Hell of a game. Well, there you have it, guys. Final score, 28-23 Tampa Bay. Daniel Jones came out with an ugly performance. Our front line didn't protect them. He caused the pressure. 5 interceptions. Good game. But unfortunately, he walks away with the L.
All those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical.
Tampa Bay, 244 passing yards, 87 rushing yards, 330 passing yards, and 56 rushing yards for the Brooklyn Beats.
So for the Bucs, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year, and they'll get another home date next week.
So let's take a look at the quarterback stats.
Meanwhile, for Brooklyn,
Jones
we'll see how this affects their playoff
yards,
standing as they fall to 7-4 now on the year. And they'll be at
Tom
home
Brady
next week
had
for a date with the
255 yards
Arizona
and 2
Cardinals.
touchdowns with 1 sack.
So for
Barkley,
Charles
13
Davis
carries,
and our entire crew, I'm Brandon
yards.
Gaudin. Next game, guess what?
Antonio
Charles
Brown,
and I
4
will be here again. It's the NFL
yards.
on
EA
EA Sports.
1 reception for 26 yards. So pretty much, our front line did not protect Brady. And as you guys see, he came out and he had 5 interceptions. Our last drive of the game, we came down to field strong, but I tried to force a pass in there that I shouldn't even try to make, and as you guys see, it got intercepted. But it's all good. So now we got 2 upgrades. You guys know I don't really do any upgrades online. I do all this offline. So I'm gonna head out on that. Now we're gonna see. So now our record after the loss is 7-4. So let's take a look at the NFC East standings. So Washington lost, which was good. So we still have a little leeway in the standings. So it's 7-4. Brooklyn beats Washington 5-5. Dallas 4-6. And Philly is 3-7. So if the playoffs was to start right now, we will have our first week. Let's see if we can take a picture. Take a look at the playoffs. Let me go ahead. So right now we have the 49ers, who's 8-2, followed by the Cleveland Browns, who's 8-2. And I think once the season starts in real life, I think Cleveland is going to be the sleeper team this year, followed by Brooklyn, who's 7-4. So we have the 3rd best record in the NFL. All right, so as of right now, we are looking pretty good. We're looking pretty good come playoff time, but we want that first week bye. So let's see what happens. Next week, we have, it's the game where we just played. So what we're going to do is I'm going to advance a week. The next week, and our next game, we have the Cardinals. So that game is big. I have some players I have to try to give them a contract and see if they're willing to come back next year. But I'm going to do that on the next one. But let's take a look at the playoff picture as of right now. So, unfortunately, we didn't get to bye the first week so far. We still have time, but right now we have San Fran and we have Denver so far that has first round bye. All right, but it follows. This is what we're hitting for. We have the Brooklyn Beats so far against New Orleans Saints. We go down, we have Green Bay versus the Rams. We're going to slide over. We got the Patriots versus the Jets. And we got Jacksonville versus Kansas City. So this is how it's looking so far in the playoff picture, followed by Cleveland and Buffalo. So I believe that Cleveland is going to pull this one out on this side of things, followed by the Patriots as well as Jacksonville. Now our game is a big game because our regular season meeting with the Saints, we lost. So that's going to be a big game. But other than that, this is the playoff picture. As always, I'm Mr. G, live from the Palace. This is Madden 21, my franchise. I love y'all, as always. Appreciate the support. Until next time, peace.